a.m. The office was empty, just me, and the wall clock, ticking. I'd been there since 7 in the morning, 17 hours, my third night this week. Coffee number 5, cold, bitter, like my life. On my desk, a drawing from my daughter, her birthday last week. I missed it, again. But it was fine. Richard promised, close this deal, get the VP spot. Finally, stability, time with my kids. Richard, the founder's son, walked like he owned the world, because he did, inherited it. That's what I told myself. Mark, my man, that's what he called me. Never my name, just my man, like I was property. Close this client and that corner office, yours. I'm talking board meetings, stock options, the real deal. We shook on it. His hand was soft, moist, like a used car salesman. But I believed him. Stupid me. 3 months, 80 hours a week. I built the presentation from scratch, learned the client's business better than they knew it themselves. Weekends? Gone. Sleep? Optional. My wife stopped asking when I'd be home. The meeting, 2 hours. By the end, they signed. $2 million contract, the biggest in company history. Richard popped champagne, took photos with the client, never mentioned my name. Couldn't have done it without my team, he said, winking at me, like that made it better. I smiled, waited. The promotion meeting was next week, finally. I stood in the back, watching him shine, thinking, soon it'll be my turn. Yeah, about that. 3 months passed, then 6. Every time I asked, Richard had an excuse. Board's busy, Mark. Timing's not right, Mark. Be patient, Mark. Then the all-hands meeting, mandatory. Richard's voice on the email, different, excited. I wore my best suit, bought a new tie. This was it, finally. The room was packed, 200 employees, the board in the front row. My heart, hammering. Richard walked on stage, spotlight, that smile, the one that meant he was about to win. Before we start, big news. He paused, looked at me directly. We're announcing our new VP of Engineering. I stood up, halfway, before he said the name. Jake, his son, 24 years old, graduated 6 months ago. Couldn't explain what an API was if his life depended on it. Jake walked on stage, confused smile, like even he didn't know why he was there. Richard pushed the microphone into his son's hand, a transfer, father to son, like the company was his birthright. Which, I guess, it was. I sat down, hard. The chair creaked. Nobody looked at me. Everybody saw me. My face was hot. My hands, cold. I smiled. It felt like breaking glass. Richard caught my eye. That smile. Not sorry, not embarrassed. Smug. Like he was saying, "What are you gonna do about it?" I smiled back. But something had changed. The hope, gone. The patience, burned. In its place, something cold, something patient, something that didn't sleep. I gripped my phone, knuckles white, opened LinkedIn, started typing. Looking for new opportunities. Delete. Not yet. Something better. I walked out, didn't quit, didn't confront him, just walked. Richard didn't notice, Jake didn't care, the party continued. But I was already gone. That night, I didn't sleep. I opened my laptop, created a folder, named it Nexus. My new company, my new life, built from the ashes of my old one. I coded until sunrise, then did it again, and again, for 3 months. Richard thought I was working late for him. I was building something that would replace him. My first call, that $2 million client, the one I signed for Richard. I'm starting something new, I said. Same quality, half the price. Personal attention. From me, directly. They didn't hesitate. When do we start? Then came the team. 3 engineers, the best ones, tired of watching Jake break things they had to fix. We met in coffee shops, parking garages, like spies, because we were. I presented the plan, whiteboard, markers, passion I hadn't felt in years. We're not stealing from Richard, I said. We're building something he can't compete with, because he never learned how. 4 months, Nexus Tech grew, quietly. No press, no announcements, just clients, revenue, momentum. Launch day. Same day as Richard's quarterly board meeting. I planned that. Of course I did. Balloons, banner, Nexus Tech. My daughter helped me hang it. She didn't know why I was smiling so hard. Richard's phone started buzzing. Emails, cancellation notices, one after another. His biggest client, gone. Then the second, then the third. He called me 3 times. I sent him to voicemail. The 4th time, I answered. Richard, my man. Same tone he used. I'm afraid I'm no longer available. Check LinkedIn. By Friday, 60% of his revenue gone. The board found out, demanded answers. Richard had none, just excuses, just like he gave me. 6 months later, his company sold for parts. The sign came down. The furniture auctioned. Richard posted on LinkedIn, excited for my next chapter. 0 likes, 0 comments, just silence. Jake, last I heard, he's working at a call center, selling insurance to people who hang up on him. I almost feel bad. Almost. Me, I'm at my daughter's birthday. Present this time. Cake, candles, her smile. Nexus Tech is worth $12 million, 40 employees. I work 40 hours a week, sometimes less. Richard sends me connection requests, monthly. I decline them, monthly. Some things, you don't get a second chance. Some promotions, you have to take yourself. Was I wrong? Maybe. Do I care? Not really. Drop your verdict below. Subscribe for more stories where karma does the heavy lifting. See you Friday.